A very good day to sir. Today, we are going to present about our operating system project. So, first of all, I would like to make an introduction. My name is Yan Tian and my matrix is 27081. So, in this project, we have 4 members. The first one is Gan Wei Cai, followed by Kek Kai Ting, Goh Deng Vee, and me, Yan Tian. So first of all, I would like to introduce to you the spec of machine we use. So the laptop that we use is Acer Xperia 4745G, and it is Windows 10 before, mobile Intel HM55 Express chipset, 500GB HDD series Toshiba, 2GB of DDR, 1066 memories, upgradable to 8GB using two SO modules, 512MB AIT Radeon HD 5470 of dedicated DDR3 VRAM, 14-inch of HD Acer Shine Crystal LED backlit TFT LCD. So the processor is Intel Core i5 430M processor with hyper trending technologies, 2.26 GHz with turbo boost up to 2.53 GHz, 3 MB cache, 35 watts. So for the next one, it's a Linux server and software package installer. So in this project, we use Ubuntu 20.04.2.0 LTS Focal Fossa. So the advantage of this version is fast boot times, easier to turn on, fractional scaling support, improved appearance, improved genome shell performance, refined ZFS install support, game mode add to the achieve. So the spec require 2 GHz dual-core processor, 4 GB RAM system memories, 25 GB of hard drive space of USB stick memory card or external drive, but the C-Live CD for an alternative approach, VGA capable of 1024 x 276 screen resolutions, either a CD or DVD drive or USB port for the installer media. Internet access is helpful. So software package. By using command, we can find the list of all the software package that come with these Linux servers. So now I'm going to share with you the example of software package list. So as you can see from the screen, this is the example of software package list. Okay, so the next one is 3 installed software package. So the first one is installation of text editor, and we already used the command, which is sudo snap install leftpad. The reason why we choose leftpad text editor is because leftpad is a simple GTX plus text editor that emphasizes simplicity. So the next one is the installation of mail spring. So we use the command sudo snap install mailspring. The reason why we choose mailspring is because the feature of mailspring are like open tracking and it unfind inbox make is one of its kind. So the next one is installation of LibreOffice. So the command we use is sudo snap install LibreOffice dash command. The reason why we choose is because LibreOffice does not require licensing fee. So that's all for me. I'm going to pass to my teammate to continue for the rest of the presentations.
Okay, so a very good day to sir. My name is Kek Kai Ting with matrix number 271613. So I'm going to explain about the step to install the Linux server. So for the step 1 is we need to search for the Ubuntu server. So there are some options that we can apply for the Ubuntu server installations. So for example, we can install it in a partitions or install as a solo server in our laptop. So our group choose to install as a solo server in our laptop since we have an old laptop which is not used. So however, if you want to install in the partitions, you can go to the disk management and set up your partitions. So for the step 2 is download the Ubuntu server. So first of all, we need to download the Ubuntu server from the website, and we need to choose the option 2, which is the manual server installations to install our server. And for the step 3 is we need to download the Balena HSS. So after that, we can use the banana edges in order to choose the drive for Ubuntu server. So we can also insert a pen drive in our laptop as one of the drive. So for the step 4 is use the banana edges to store the Ubuntu server package. So for the procedure 1, we need to click in the select image and choose Ubuntu server package. And for the step 2 is click in the select drive and choose the drive that you want to use to store your Ubuntu server package. And for the procedure 3 is click in the flash to start the process. And for the procedure 4 is after done the flashing, we need to restart our laptop. Okay, so we continue to our step 5, which is choose the boot option. So after we restart the laptop, we need to boot the system to enter the BIOS configurations in order to choose the boot option that we want to use. After entering the BIOS configurations, we need to choose the boot and select the option that we want. So after choosing the boot option, we need to save changes and exit. Okay, so now we go to the step 6, which is set up the Linux server. So after we save the changes and exit the BIOS configurations, we will jump into the page that asks us to install a Linux server. So we need to choose install Linux server and press enter. The system will then continue to start the process of installations. So after the connections to Linux server, the system will let us choose the option that we prefer, such as the language, keyboard, and so on. So for the step 7 is choose disk or partitions. So in this step, we need to choose the disk or partition that we want to install the Linux server. So we need to be careful when we are choosing our partitions to avoid overwrite our current use operating system. So for the solo server, we can choose entire disk to install our Linux server. So on the other hand, if you are going to install in the partitions, you need to choose the custom storage layout to choose the partitions that you have created earlier. So when we're done to choose the disk or partition that we want, the system will jump out a message to let us confirm the installations. So now we are going to explain about the step 8, which is set up our personal profile. So after confirm the partitions, we need to fill in our personal profile and a password. So the step 9 is install the Open SSH server. So after we complete our personal profile, the system will let us choose whether we want to install Open SSH server or not. So the purpose of us to install this Open SSH server is to enable secure remote access in our server. So we need to install this server because we need to add other users to access our server. So now we are in the last step, which is log into the server. So when we done all the steps above, the installations of the server will start. Okay, so now we need to create the 3 accounts. So the command that we use is sudo add user and put the username which refer to the username to access the server. For example, my name is Kai Ting, and when a host he need to add me into the server, the command that he use is sudo add user Kai Ting. So for the other 2 users is using the same step to create. So the next step is admin give root password to user with normal account. So the command that we use is add user username sudo. So the username is also referred to the username to access the server. For example, the other member of our team is Lucas. So the command that we use is add user Lucas sudo. Okay, so when all of our member is successful to access the server, so we need to run at least 3 commands that needs the sudo permissions. So the first command that we use is the add user username sudo. So this command is let the user with normal account to add another user into the root. So the second command that we use is sudo service SSH status. So this command is to check the SSH status in the server. And the third command is sudo L. The command will list the content of the directory. So the next step is get user to remote log into their account in the server manually. So the step 1 is we need to download the software, which is the Hamachi, and join the network together. So with this software, we can know the IP address of the host, and when the host is online, we also can detect and we can detect. So we also need to download the software, which is Mobile STIK as a tool to log in the server. Okay, so the next step is when we jump into and when we click into the mobile system, we need to choose the SSH. The type of the server that we choose is SSH, and after that we need to fill in the remote host IP address and the username according to the username which is created by the host in the server. So after we have done the procedure above, it will link to the host server and we need to key in the password given by the host. Okay, so this picture is the interface when we successful to enter the server. So that's all for my part. I will pass to my next member to continue the presentation.
So good day, sir. My name is Goh Deng Vee. My metric number is 269843. Now I'm continue the part of personalize your command prompt. At the screen, we can use password command to check the directory. Besides, we use sudo nano bashrc to enter sudo nano page. Sudo means that the super user do, while the nano in the screen means that the text editor. After enter the sudo nano page, we personalize our command prompt as Wei Cai, home Wei Cai. Next, we get back to the main console page. We will run command source bashrc, then we have successfully changed our personalized prompt. Besides, we have 4 hidden file and function have 4 command name, which is bashrc, profile, login, and the logout. So first we need to create the file, then we need to use the VI, and we need to set out the message of the day, which is the MOTD, welcome to the server. So this is my part. I will pass to the next presenter.
Today, my name is Gan Wei Cai and my metric number is 9989. Today, I am going to talk about the program that we run in the Linux server and the SSH server. So now we are going to debate and how many words that in our part 1 and the part 2 FD. So in the command we found out that we use a value 1 and value 2 to direct our path, our test path that we get from the error. Then we print out the word out by using the RVE word, we end out the word. Then we end out the line by using the RVE out, we is out the line, and RVE is out in the error in the path. Or behind that we and do a for loop to how many line that we going to do and to print in our command prompt in the output. Oh, now we go to the out our output. And then after the Ryan, because that one is the command is we do it in our server, and then the Ryan and it the program by using the Ryan the Ryan and enter the command which is UDSS, which is the Yelp and run this program by using the command, and we output that which is the word in the part is in, and the word in the part is 118, and then the other word is 132. Behind that we and dig out the word which is in the line of the group 1 at the beginning of the path. We and path on end we and you print out like ever, and in this ever we and build like we using command prompt which is we and do the print print the output by using the for loop. and then in the Oman we do another one is we going to read all the information from our user and the user and input their information in the Ryan. Then we and all the information the Ryan and all the information in our data and the array. Oh, we need to read all our part one which is the our part one that dd one step part, and then in the back we also and think about how we and read through all the command, and then how the Ryan and the user and enter their and our group member and enter their information, and then we need to do a product in our command or the way information which is what is their nickname, what is their age, and what is their origin, and then when they pay a problem which is they did not complete their personal information, they need to type it again, which is they will display a error message which mean they did not enter their information well. Then this is the main part, the upper part of our command, and then we got another one is how we imprint the how we imprint the how we imprint the information in the able. We imprint it the information with the able by using the product and the print format. In this print format, we can do it in print like the print it like the in the Ryan view we can found out that the output that we and all is we need to the Ryan and the user need to input and enter all their information all they and declare error. If they did not enter their error, then they did not enter their information, then the error will not be out and they need to enter. They will get a warning message from the error at the period at the next slide. Yeah, this one is what I add here now is the Ryan and the user did not and type in their information or then they got entry information in the output in the input. Next. And then what is the problem we face in all the project? The project that we face in our project is we let on all in the battery audio because and we know in the battery audio is in like many app and we need to differentiate and we to finalize which is our other way to use the battery and which command and which all where we need to use in our program. And then we also pay a problem is poor internet connection. Am I the internet connection is very poor and then the client unable to connect with the server or the server or unable to connect with the internet. Then now we go to the limitation. In limitation, we also face a problem which is lack of memory, and we know in the previous part we talked and mentioned about our layout and only who give them in our layout, and we face a very big problem is because we need to do it by using the all over in the layout and not using the by because it will all the layout is very low and very unstable. And then we also pay a problem is because nowadays we pay a problem is pandemic COVID-19 or we difficult to do any reaction regarding to the element. We only do the reaction by using the online only is a very limitation for our master and our good mate. And then the index we had done in our project is we can demonstrate user above which is the above and how to command and how to learn how to install the PS in the by using the command in the above. And then we also and learn about the problem of being ill because actually we have faced many problems in in ordering over and when we going to do the program in the over we all make do a bit of problem because we are our program is and not all landing because of the looping and because we did not add the breadth of the looping would not be up or maybe we need to demonstrate with our back with command. And then we all done the back with command and the out with command which is we know what is the variable, what is the request and what how we going to do the for loop, do while loop and all which is all include the array. And then we all and learn out with all the you when above because we are going to in all the above before we do the MNO we and learn out in all the you put above by using the partition and all right away override our window and open it. And then now we all and learn about how the IP address configuration because in this part we and learn how the IP address and configure and we need to configure the TCP and our we need to measure our client and enable to connect with our server. And then what the in we add done in earn of the value we learn will be more inward, more patient and time management because in this project we have more I than other project and then we need to be more patient because when we pay the problem in the project we need to event and write up will be learn more and many open and you or Google will buy the audience. And then the inward is we try to away that on every each other and away the up with each other how our project and how we going to do our project. So in end of it we are going to end our presentation and you for the earning.